a longer one. Get to see a little bit more of Hurricane's play style in PvT. And we're going into Deadwing right now, guys. It's going to be set number 2 for match 1 of the round of 16. Maru looking to put the hurt on Hurricane, trying to get into that winner's match. And here we go, guys. Jumping into that game right now. Up here in the top right, in the blue, our Terran player from the Jin Air Green Wings. It is Maru.
Down here to the bottom right, it is Hurricane. Vertical spawns. I'm nervous for him, Valdez.
Yeah, he should be nervous for himself, too. And I'm sure you can attest to this, especially being a former pro gamer yourself. This is one of the worst feelings, being down 0-1 in a best of 3 against an opponent like this.
Absolutely. I'm sure he came into this expecting that it's going to be a pretty hard fight, and it's not the end of the world even if he loses this because he gets to go to the loser bracket. But I guess, this map already going to be good for Maru because it is that vertical spawns. He only has to go straight down, get that Xel'Naga tower. He knows exactly where Hurricane is, and he can just keep applying the pressure that we saw last game. Drops are going to be fantastic for Maru. Hurricane's not going to have the kind of time and space that he really wanted on this map as you would get in a cross-map position. So it's going to be a pretty tricky game for Hurricane. Let's see if he's going to mix it up, maybe be a little bit more aggressive, or maybe go for the same composition.
Yeah, I would actually expect more of the same, especially like you were saying, going into a match against Maru, you're going to be the underdog here, so probably just practice one build, try to get as good at that as possible. And then just try to win, try to get some momentum against this guy, because I think in this group especially, he's got to focus on the other matchups. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I don't mind his style that he has against Maru as well, right? Because Maru is that aggressive. He wants to drop. He wants to simply send his bio up the front and try and stim in and claim some Colossus. If you have Phoenix there to shut them down, lift up Marauders, really pick apart the army, I feel like Hurricane had the right idea. But he simply just had a really bad decision to try and pressure the front after he broke the army of Maru. And reinforcements just cleaned it up because there was simply not enough for these Colossi to buffer for these Colossi.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. Maru now going out for the scout. It looks like he was going for cross spawns there. Maybe just checking for a bit of a proxy location, I guess.
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I don't think Maru would have forgotten that they took away that spawn on this map.
Yeah.
With the amount of times he's played.
Well, he's definitely going to get that first scout off, and he also went for that Reaper, so he's playing the same style. And it's a pretty robust style, pretty safe style, because you do obviously get that early scout with the Reaper. And nicely done from Hurricane to get that early Nexus. No engineering bay block this time.
Yeah, really liking that. He's going to now Chrono Boost out Mothership Core, of course, to deal with this Reaper and that SCV that came in. Manages to get his Nexus down, as we were saying, so that's going to be good. And he's actually going to follow up with a Sentry this time, so no Stalker.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Very defensive.
Yeah,
Gotta be careful
could
with
also
that.
be for a bit of a quicker scout. Instead of getting an Observer out, you just make an hallucinated Phoenix go over and see exactly what Maru's doing.
That's a good point, actually. He could very well go for that. Maybe go for another Stargate, or maybe something a little different. Maybe even Blink Stalker on this kind of map. We do actually see a lot of Blink Stalker on this map.
Yeah. So now Maru just checking all the corners with that Reaper. That's definitely what you want to do. He knows there's not much to see in the main base just yet of the Protoss. So he's going to go check the outer layers of this map. It's a pretty big map. And Hurricane just going for that Stargate in the main base instead.
Yeah, not a bad decision on this map in these positions as well. I mean, it's going to be straight up. Airspace is pretty, the flight path is pretty small. Could do some damage, and maybe it is going to be that same composition again, Oracle into Phoenix. Phoenix going to try and shut down these drops, give Hurricane the space he needs to build that Colossus count up and have a healthy mid-game. Maybe rethink his decision to attack.
What do you think about that pylon? Kind of like speaks aggression to me.
Pylon?
You know, you definitely could follow up there, you know, warping some units.
Yeah, I like it. That's actually, yeah, a great pylon. If he could actually stay there, it proved to be very dangerous in the future.
Yeah, I mean, he only adds 1 gate just now, but he definitely could add some more gates. Maybe he'll just go with 2 and put on some stalker pressure.
Yeah. Let me try and apply that. He does actually have warp gate finished as well, and he's got 2 gates so far. So, you know, he could actually apply some pressure here. Maybe warp in a few more stalkers while he harasses the back of the base.
Oh, he could actually cast this SCV before the bunker's done.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to get it.
Ooh.
Second SCV coming in. He can get a decent amount of damage here. I don't think he's going to kill Maru right now, but he's getting a lot of SCVs already. 4 here.
Not too bad.
For only shield damage, he's got to follow up with the Oracle.
Only 4 Marines.
Oh, look at this. This is so smart at a Hurricane. He finally comes in here so carefully. He wants to check and make sure he doesn't lose it.
He is so nervous. I think there might be a mine. Yeah, there is a mine at the CC in the main, so he could very well lose that as well if he's not careful. He cannot afford to lose this Oracle. Not like last game.
I just love this, though. I feel like this is what Hurricane wanted in the last game. He's finally able to get that damage.
Yeah.
I love that slight bit of pressure at the front, you know, forcing even the extra bunker and all the Marines to be at the front so that that Oracle defense is not as good. Maru, you know, kind of getting lucky with that Widowmine shot in the first game, you know. Albeit it was in a great position, of course, but
yeah,
Hurricane just kind of running it in there.
He was pretty careless. He wasn't paying attention to that Oracle, and yeah, did claim it, unfortunately for him.
Look at this Hurricane coming in with the scout of this Oracle.
He's going to get in there. Maybe trigger the mine in the main base. Oh. No, unfortunately not. I think he's going to send the Oracle in, and he's going to lose it to this mine.
Oh, that was so close. That little mine up there. There's another one there.
Ooh, he's making his way around. Maybe he actually did spot it.
I think he did.
Wow.
Going to pick up 2 more kills. This time Hurricane getting the damage that he wants.
Yeah, just a little bit more. And we are seeing transition now. He's building actually a lot of gateways. 4 more just got put down. I think it must be some kind of all-in. It must be maybe even a Colossus Blink Stalker all-in.
I like this, man. He's done some damage early on. He's going to 2-base on Deadwing. It's kind of unexpected.
Yeah.
This is a great way to take a game number 2 here against Maru.
Well, we'll have to see if he wants to put down a 3rd base. I feel like this has to be a 2-base all-in there, right? Because that is 7 gateways.
7 gateways and that robotics bay.
Yeah.
Producing Colossi. So it's kind of like, let me make 2 Colossi, follow up with a huge amount of gateway units at the forward pylon. Oh, he's taking out a bunch of these Marines, too. This Oracle on 10 kills right now.
Stays alive as well. And you know what? If Maru starts to be aggressive like this and press the issue, he could just die because he's going to be on the map against this many Blink Stalkers.
Where's the Mothership Core, though? A nice little Widowmine drop coming into the main. That's 3 mines. He's not running away. His probes.
Oh.
Oh, my God.
14? Everything was looking so good a second ago. And now I'm not so sure. You know, not only did these mines clear a mineral patch, but he did see all the gateways. He saw all 7 gateways.
Wow. And looks like Hurricane after that, he's just like, well, I can definitely not support this, so maybe I just throw down my 3rd base.
It seems that way. It seems like he's like, I guess I just have to wait now. Because there's no way I'm applying pressure or applying damage or all-inning off this economy.
Gonna spot the drop over there, but he's gonna lose a probe. Definitely worth it. The Stalker's getting into position to catch out that medevac. Oh, the boost is gonna go down here. Blink nearing completion. Just gotta be really careful about that Blink, about to finish up. It's done now. Blink forward. Boost comes back up, and the medevac will be able to get away. Oh, hold that thought. Medevac does go down.
So we thought.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Oh, man, there's no defense over here. There is a cannon, but that's 4 Widowmines trying to get burrowed here,
man.
but...
Well, he gets a 2, but you know what the bigger damage is? He had to pull all those probes, and that alone just does so much economic damage. And this is exactly what Maru wants to be doing. He doesn't have to get, like, he doesn't have to wipe out 14 probes every time. Not even 3 probes. He just has to make them pull off the line for a number of seconds, really cut that economy in half. make things so much harder for Hurricane to try any sort of aggression.
Nice little revelation, going down there. Even an hallucinated Phoenix to catch the rest of the army, see exactly what he's going up against. And a scan from Maru to see that third base.
Look at this. Hurricane, he's making his way up here. He's got 2 Colossi with a healthy number of Stalkers.
Oh, and at the same time, he actually hallucinated 2 Colossi. I love that Protoss's are beginning to do this.
Oh. Yeah, it causes a lot of confusion, a lot of problems, until maybe a scan goes down and he actually realizes that 2 of them are fake. And Maru would probably be smart enough to do that, as we see there.
Very nicely done.
And you know what? For the first time ever, we are actually seeing Maru make Vikings. He knows he's in kind of a situation where he might actually need them this time.
Yeah, he definitely does. Against ranged Colossi here, it's going to be so hard to defend this without Vikings. I mean, you can't repair forever. Looks like Widowmine over there trying to get some damage. Does get 2 probes somewhere.
Yeah. Looks like actually in the third base. There's a mine right there.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. He's going to commit to it. Throwing down force fields. I think the Vikings kind of triggered the attack. He knew he had to do something, but already 2 bunkers behind that.
Yeah. Maru's just delaying. He's looking to get a lot of damage done with his drops at the base of Hurricane, and Hurricane's got nothing back there.
Oh, yeah. He's actually going to lose his third base, so Hurricane's going to have to really commit to this natural.
I think he just warped in 7 Stalkers at a forward pylon, so he's got nothing for defense. He's going to force a recall. 2 Colossi go down. 3 go down.
What a mistake. He should not have done that. Hurricane.
These
decisions, man. You know, he's doing so well up to a point, then he makes a decision like that. He loses all his Colossus again at such a bad time.
Yeah. Now we got Mass Blink Stalkers against Bio Heavy Terran.
Mass Marauder Heavy Terran.
Yeah. Nice little snipes
15
here.
kills in this thing now. It's going to go down. But it was certainly paid for itself.
Viking finally able to finish the job on that one.
Yeah. I guess the one redeeming thing for Hurricane is he did not lose the third base, so he's still like equal in economy. It's just his composition which is the problem here. You know, 1 Colossus, and now he's upgrading Zealots, getting charge. And let's have a look at his upgrades. He's only got 1 armor for now. That's all he's got. 1 armor.
That was a pretty perfect SCV scout timing there. He scouts the entire army, knows that it's coming. And he's got a nice little concave there at the top of the ramp. Nothing that Blink Stalkers are going to be able to handle.
Yeah. No way these Blink Stalkers. They're actually going to become pretty useless as time goes on. And it doesn't look like he's going to transition into Storm either. I guess they do have their place to get rid of these Vikings, but still. Blink Stalkers are never going to be that useful, like, especially against 2-2 Marauders, which is on the way. And it's going to be like 1-1 Blink Stalkers by the time that happens. So down a whole set of upgrades. Maru looking to get further and further ahead here.
Yeah, he doesn't really want to let Hurricane rebuild his army, rebuild that Colossus count. Hurricane right now at 2 Colossi, looking to make that 3rd.
Oh, finally he's going to be putting down that Templar Archives. He needs to make that transition, even if just for the Archons, but I feel like if he had Storm out, it would help him so much against this composition, but it's simply too late. It's just way too late to be out here. Maru's definitely going to make his move before then.
+2 going to finish up here for the Terran. Like armor on the way. He also plays his +1 for his Vikings. And his Widowmines even. Oh, he's going to pull the boys. This is going to be a huge push from Maru.
Oh, look at this. A counterattack from the Blink Stalkers. Intercepting some Vikings. It's going to help out a little bit.
It's cute, but those Stalkers are not going to be in position for this Terran attack.
Oh, look at that. Already 4 cannons at Hurricane's third base, too. So he is prepared in a way, but that natural is pretty naked.
Yeah, nothing at the natural. And all the SCVs pushing forward. He's going to put down that Photon Overcharge, but he's going to focus down that Nexus immediately.
Instantly.
All those Stalkers just crushing those guys. Or the Marauders, rather. Stalker's finally coming back. He's already lost his natural.
He's going to go into the main base. He can do this, and it's going to create such a horrible position for Hurricane. Oh, goodness me. Nice blink forward there.
Yeah, and the SCVs are actually not in the front. A ton of Zealots in the front. Killing all those Marauders in the back, and now some more Zealot Warpins from the right side. Colossus pops down and does a decent amount of damage.
Oh, hold on. We're actually seeing A pretty flawless victory from Hurricane. I think he lost like 1 Colossus. And that's just game. There's no way I didn't think Maru can come back from this. Not with sacking your economy like that. Granted, all the SCVs seem to be from the main base. But now he's down, 30 supply.
I think just a little bit of an overcommitment there to go into the main base. It looks like a good position, but his Vikings just right above the Stalkers. That huge amount of Blink Stalkers actually does come into play.
The Sim City of Hurricane really played against Maru, especially that Viking position. Great Blink from Hurricane to shut them down. And yeah, maybe he should have just actually turned around once he dealt with that natural. He's going to try hold on here, though. Army supplies aren't too different.
Zealots coming in the front. SCV's now fighting against them, but a huge Blink forward.
I didn't know about that, actually. He's going to lose all those Stalkers.
Loses all of those Stalkers, but those 2 Colossi in the back are totally untouched. Even an Archon and 2 Archons actually coming forward. Another Blink forward. Some Zealots warped in as well. I think Maru's just taking too much damage.
He might have. He's going to pull the SCVs again there. It's kind of looking a little bit more hopeless.
Yeah, just those 2 Colossi in the back doing too much damage.
Way too much. He's going to lose one of them by the looks of it. Yep.
Just barely, but Colossus number 3 joins the fight. GG. Wow. Hurricane's going to take the win over Maru, and this is not over yet, ladies and gentlemen.
It ain't over yet. Hurricane with a pretty solid win there. And, Maru doesn't normally play that style either. He doesn't usually pull the boys like that.
Yeah.
So maybe getting a little too confident there, pulling out the brakes, just trying to have some fun. And he almost had it too. If he had just turned it around after that, pulled back, maybe saved the SCVs, or just built up a bigger army, got a better position for those Vikings, he could deal with that third base finally.
Yeah, I think that's the key there. Like you said, just overconfidence. He took it out and he's like, well, I guess I just win this game. Then he just gets in a terrible position and Hurricane just wipes him out totally. I think in this third game, Maru's going to take a little step back. I don't think he'll move away from his aggressive style, but I think he won't play overconfidently like he did in that last game. And we'll see, though. Let's see what Hurricane actually has planned for Game 3. Protoss has a lot of tools to take his Terran by surprise, that's for sure.
That is true. It is going to be King Sejong Station. So